What is up everyone, do I have some exciting news for you today. A bunch of new Quest games and some interesting things coming from other companies. So let's get right into the news. First of all, with HTC Vive, because we've got a little bit more info on what might possibly be happening. And by that I mean more images, we actually have no clue on what's happening. All we know is that HTC has revealed more Vive Flow teaser images. This time, the images come from the October 14th announcements website. They all feature the same cylindrical object we saw in the first image earlier this week. Sometimes turned on its side, sometimes with its lid on, sometimes off. So this one is highly interesting, because all we see is a cylindrical container, and once again, the first thing I think of when I see this is htcstore.com. You know, they're gonna be selling water bottles now, just like Linus. But the thing is, we actually have no clue what it could be. Some people are saying it could have to do with the HTC Vive Proton, a small, lightweight, foldable headset that could fit inside the container. We have no clue though, and it looks like we're going to have to wait for October 14th to find out. People are very wary of HTC and their announcements right now, but I'm staying hopeful. They were one of the first companies to bring me personally into VR with the HTC Vive, and I still have this sort of connection with their devices, so I'm not bringing my hopes down just yet. And I'm going to eagerly await whatever announcement they have to give. After all, their event is happening just before Oculus Connect, meaning that I think they're going to have something larger to announce. But I could be wrong. And I mean, you could say that this is further confirmed by the fact that HTC has bundled the Vive wireless adapter with the Cosmos Elite in the UK ahead of Vive Flow reveal. Yes, a free Vive wireless adapter with the Cosmos Elite. It's a pretty attractive new HTC deal, and it has gone live on HTC's website. In fact, it was posted on our Discord, just ahead of October 14th? Certainly quite interesting. You know, normally when companies are about to reveal something large, they want to get rid of old stock. That's kind of why people are saying that Oculus kind of stopped selling the 64GB model and switched to 128 because they're going to reveal something big during Oculus Connect. Again, we don't actually know whether this is the case, but it has happened in the past. I'm excited, okay? And now for some games on the Quest, and this one specifically is honestly really exciting for me. Blade and Sorcery is a game that I play quite a bit on PC, especially if I want to do some punching. There's other games like Gorn, etc., but there's just something towards Blade and Sorcery that's different to everything else. We've had games that kind of worked like Blades and Sorcery a little bit on the Oculus Quest before, coming from AppLab, coming from SideQuest. However, a Blade and Sorcery Oculus Quest port may be on the cards, but it would likely be a Quest 2 exclusive. Just like Resident Evil 4 VR, it seems to be an Oculus Quest 2 exclusive, and I think we're going to start seeing more and more of these as the time moves on. Thankfully, for people that have the Quest 1, it's not dying anytime soon, because it can still be used as a PC VR headset. A Quest version of the game was already outlined as a possibility on the evolving roadmap, though only under to-be-defined category. Even with that in mind, Reddit user Retro Codes claims to have recently asked the developer, Warpfrog, if a Quest version of the game would still be on the cards. We've asked the studio to verify its answer, but the team reportedly replied, "We don't like to make promises, but we are looking into that." The message ends by noting that a possible port would almost certainly need to be Quest 2. And I feel like a game like Blade and Sorcery would greatly benefit from something like this. Why? Because the Quest 2 standalone is amazing. If you have a large open area, you don't need to worry about wires, and you can quite literally run around and jump around onto the people attacking them. You guys know I love playing on the beach, especially when the sun has gone down and I can be less worried about the sun's rays hitting my displays. And quite a few maps in Blade and Sorcery are actually made out of sand, so I can only imagine how immersive that would be. Imagine running around on the sand on the beach. I don't recommend you do this, by the way. This is just me being stupid. Again, not recommended to take it outside, but I will. And that immersion of the sand actually being under your feet and in-game, I can only imagine how fantastic that would be. With an infinite open area, well, it's fair to say I'm going to be trying this if it does come out. So there you guys go. I'm very excited for this. Really looking forward to seeing something happen with Blade and Sorcery. I definitely think it would be possible. Sure, the game can be quite intensive, especially because of its physics, but I think the Quest 2 would be capable. Let me know what you think down below. Would you guys like Blade and Sorcery coming to the Oculus Quest 2? And have you been playing it on PC VR? I'm certainly hoping for the best here. Another game for the Oculus Quest is out now. It's called Neverboard, and it's a board game app for the Quest platform. Developer Evernever Games surprise launched the title as part of this week's Oculus Quest store drop. It's a free-to-play experience that lets you download, jump in, and play a version of Crazy 8s with up to 3 friends completely free of charge. Players use the older Oculus Avatar system. So here we go, another game using the Quest Avatar system, allowing you to have an identity between games on the Oculus Quest. I talked about this before and how some people might really enjoy this, having that identity between different apps. Other people said that, well, they might not necessarily want a humanoid avatar, but for now, this seems to be utilized by quite a few apps, and I'm looking forward to seeing more apps utilize this, especially now that Ready Player Me has been partnered with SideQuest. And the fact that this game is free to play, honestly, might get me to try it out with my family during one of those Demio play sessions. But yeah, quite exciting. Let me know what you guys think about this one. Do you guys like board games in VR, or do you just prefer playing them classically? It's like my mom said, if Demio was a game in real life, she doesn't think it would be as interesting as when it's in VR. Pico launches Neo 3 Pro and Neo 3 Pro I, serving up strong competition for Oculus and HTC. Pico Interactive's next generation headsets, the Pico Neo 3 Pro and the 3 Pro I, are now shipping to businesses worldwide, and they're looking to undercut both Oculus and HTC by offering a pretty appealing set of specs at one of the lowest prices we've seen targeted towards enterprise. The new headsets, respectively priced at $700 and $900, include a battery strap similar to Oculus Elite battery strap for better comfort and longer battery life, except this one comes included, you don't need to buy it. MRTV's Sebastian Ang got to go hands-on with the Pico Neo 3 Pro, and goes through a full-depth unboxing and his first impressions, which seem pretty favorable. We've talked about the Pico Neo 3 and the Pico Neo 3 Pro before. It looked like a pretty interesting competition for the Oculus Quest, but being for businesses only, here in the Western market, well, it's not going to suit everyone. But I would certainly say wait before jumping into buying any standalone headset right now, because with Oculus Connect and HTC's Flow event coming up super soon, we don't know what's going to happen. Either company could reveal something large. Plus, we've also got Deca Gear coming up later on, and multiple other headsets just popping up all over the place. I would certainly say waiting is your best option here. The new Nreal glasses look absolutely amazing. Seriously, you guys know I'm huge into AR, and I feel like I've said this so much at this point, people just don't want to hear it, but I'm huge into AR, smart glasses, and smart tech. Like, I'm one of those four-eyed people, you know, I'm already wearing glasses, might as well make them smart, you know? Like these ones here, for example, these are my Razer Anzu glasses. I'm gonna name them now because people wanted to know the name of them. They're kind of like the Bose sunglasses. They allow me to listen to music. The sound quality is absolutely banging for something that isn't directly inside my ears, and allows me to essentially speak to people, still communicate with people, and have background music going. It's like I'm playing a video game in real life. Answering phone calls is quite interesting though, when you're walking down the street full of people and they see you're not wearing headphones and speaking to yourself. But anyway, going to the Nreal Air. The Nreal Air AR smart glasses are capable of simulating a massive 201-inch screen with a refresh rate of 90 Hz. We talked about these glasses coming up super soon, and now we have the announcement. I'm going to contact the company, try and get our hands on these. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I really want to check these out. Super excited for these, but let's get a little reading. Nreal's latest AR wearable is centered around convenience and comfort, weighing in at only 77 grams. The company claims that the Nreal Air can be worn comfortably all day, whether you're looking at the latest sales numbers during a work call or enjoying some after work hour activities like streaming episodes of your favorite TV show and chasing high scores against your gaming buds. On top of solo activities, the Nreal Air allows you to create a shared digital space and invite other Nreal Air users from anywhere around the globe. Here you can collaborate with co-workers and watch content with friends in a virtual theater. Now, what's interesting about these glasses is they don't seem to have any cameras on them. To me, this means one thing: no 6DoF positioning, meaning any image you have in front of you will follow you wherever your head moves, which isn't necessarily true AR yet. To me, true AR is where you can position something in a single spot and have it stay there and come back to it whenever you feel like it. But this is certainly a much further step than what Facebook has created. To me, Facebook's glasses are smart glasses, not AR glasses. They have no AR component in them, and therefore, all they are is essentially a version of my glasses with cameras on them. Which is why I'm honestly so much more excited for these than I was for the Facebook ones. The glasses promise impressive visuals powered by its in-market micro OLED chip. If you are looking through the Nreal Air at a virtual distance of 6 meters, however, you'll end up with a whopping 101-inch screen, featuring an impressive refresh rate of 90 Hz. While the glasses require to be tethered to a smartphone in order to run, which is probably how they got the form factor so slim, Nreal took additional steps to prevent the device from quickly draining your phone's battery. What's especially interesting is the fact that Nreal Air supports both iPhones and iPads, making them one of the first AR devices in the world to offer compatibility with Apple iOS. Don't worry, Android users, the Nreal Air will be compatible with most Android devices. Interesting, plugging it into an iPad, not really gonna be walking around with that in your pocket. So in case you guys want to read the full article, as it goes much more in depth about the glasses and all of that, check out the article down below. But yeah, I'm honestly super excited for these and cannot wait to see what comes of them. And finally, Medal of Honor on the Quest will support cross-buy, but not cross-play. So we've talked about Medal of Honor in our previous episode and how I thought that the 64GB version of the Oculus Quest 2 was a mistake, since Medal of Honor for the Oculus Quest will need a huge 45GB of storage space. So that's quite a bit taken up by just a single game. But anyway, it looks like Durant confirmed cross-buy in a Reddit thread on r/Oculus Quest, meaning for those who own the PC VR Oculus Quest Store version, which released last year for the Rift platform, will get access to a copy of the Quest version for free on release. That's a nice bonus right there. You don't need to double buy the game. This naturally does not apply to PC VR Steam releases of the game, which is outside the Oculus ecosystem. Yeah, just like Demio, it's how we played Demio last time on the Oculus Quest, the Oculus Quest 2, and the Rift S. Because they allowed cross-buy, I was able to plug in the Rift S and have it working straight off the Oculus Store. I love games that support cross-buy. It essentially allows me to bring much more people into VR at the same time without having to buy more copies of the game, which is nice if you're short on money. So there you guys go. That is going to be it for today's news. Sorry if I looked a little bit off during today's video. As some of you may know, I'm a little bit heartbroken after yesterday's video. We worked so damn hard on it. It took like a solid 4 months to complete that video. And I don't know what it was. I think I uploaded it at the wrong time where it completely ruined my upload schedule and YouTube just didn't recommend it. Or maybe it's the fact that it's 20 minutes long. I don't know what it is. Either way, it essentially flopped. But yeah, just in case anyone thought or was worried, because I know that people tend to be in the comment section, don't be. I'll get over it. And as much as I don't like doing this, I feel it might be necessary because I've started getting comments again telling me that people are getting unsubscribed from the channel. So just in case you want to be subscribed to the channel, check that little red button down below. That's all. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you all have a fantastic day or night. If you guys liked the video, please leave a like. If you guys disliked it, I guess this button works too, but please tell me why down in the comment section below. If you guys are not yet part of our community, make sure to join our Discord down below, join our Reddit, where I want to see you posting your spice memes. If you guys would like to support the channel in any way, shape, or form, we've got sick mugs down below that boost your FPS by 300%, and merch that doesn't put a huge ad on your body. And if you guys want to be notified about future content coming up on the channel daily, make sure to smack the subscribe button with your forehead, ding my bell, and see you again in the next video. Peace.